All right, so question E, again, differentiation question as well. Seems like whoever made this paper likes differentiation. Okay, the expression d2 by dx squared of, that ridiculous thing, plus d by dx of that ridiculous thing is a polynomial of degree how many? Okay, so, this question looks easy in general, right? I remember really clearly, when I was younger, and I first did this question, I got it wrong. I got it wrong because I was really careless, So hopefully we don't make the same mistake. Okay, so when I was younger, what I thought was, okay, so this is x to the 4, right? This is x to the 4, and this is some x to the 5 going on, right? So, the highest degree is x to the 9. Okay, the highest degree has to be x to the 9. So if you differentiate that 2 times, then technically it goes to x to the 7, right? Technically. Well, not technically, but it has to, okay? Differentiating 2 times, assuming it's continuous, which it is because it's polynomials, x to the 9 differentiates to x to the 7, okay? Whatever the coefficient is, I don't really care about the coefficient, okay? Because I only need the degree, right? Okay, and then I looked at the, the next bit, and then I see, okay, well, this is x to the 4, this, x squared, right? So x to the 4 as well. And the thing is, that's x to the 8, right? Okay, x to the 8, differentiate 1 time, x to the 7. Right, and I was like, okay, hooray, well, x to 7 plus x to 7, that gives you a polynomial of degree x to 7. And I went, okay, C, x to 7, that was it. Okay, and I fell into the trap, okay, so hopefully we don't fall into the trap. Now, what happened is that now you actually have to consider the coefficients. All right, now it's really tricky. So now let's actually consider the coefficients of the leading term. Okay, for example, here, for the x to the 9 term is actually what, like 16, well, minus 16 x to the 9, right? Because that is minus 1, this is 2 to the 4, which is 16, right? So minus 1 times 16 is minus 16 x to the 9. And after you differentiate 2 times, you realize that this goes to, well, minus 16 times 9 times 8, x to the 7. Okay, whatever that evaluates to, right? I don't really care. Okay, and then, I looked at the next expression. So the leading term is x to the 8 here, and what is the coefficient for x to the 8? So there's 2 to the 4 here and 3 squared here, right? So that is 16 times 9 times x to the 8, right? And I differentiate that, and you see it becomes 16 times 9 times 8 x to the 7. And what coincidence that it cancels out, actually. The leading term cancels out. So that proves that the degree has to be less than 7. Right, the degree has to be less than 7. Now, I actually don't know the exact degree of the thing, right? Because, I don't know if the x to the 6 terms might cancel out, So thank God the question doesn't need the exact, right? If not, I have to check, oh no, does the x to the 6 term cancel or whatever it is, right? So, yeah, it's a trappy question. I thought it was really straightforward at the start, but, there you go. Okay, so take care of that. So the answer is D, which is less than 7.